What's going on, guys? This is KNasty3090 here. Welcome back to another episode of the Toronto Blue Jays franchise, episode 63. This past episode, episode 62, we lost in Game 7 of the ALCS. Our offense just didn't do anything. In fact, one of our best players, Brian Cruz, got benched because he was so bad. So I think this offseason, we're going to need to maybe move on from Aviles. He's really struggling the last couple years, especially in the playoffs. Lewis, he did all right in the playoffs, but he is declining quite a bit. I guess we got him on the wrong end of his career. So we maybe need to find some new bats. Let's get into the offseason and see who retired. Archie Bradley finally retired. All-time save king, hasn't pitched in the majors in 5 years. If he just chose to retire, he would be eligible for the Hall of Fame. And in this, there is no wait. Let's see who else retired. Noah Naylor, Bo Naylor, he also goes by. He retired. He's a prospect, I want to say, Cleveland? Or is that Josh Naylor? It's one of the Naylors, I think, played for Cleveland. Nick Prado we had, I believe, at the very beginning of this franchise, a long time ago. He just retired. 364 career home runs. Not too bad. Let's see. Mosquera retired at age 40. He didn't pitch the last 2 years in the bigs. He ended up having 232 career saves. Not too bad. As you can see, we had him only for a couple years, but then traded him to Colorado. Cove, did we have Earl Cove? I don't think we did. Maybe we might have had a Cove. Ryan Jansen didn't have him. Let's see. I don't think we had Rich. Some of these names seem kind of familiar. And then I have to look. It's like, did we have him? Okay, we had Andrew Simmons. Yep. He was a closer for us, or a reliever for us, and then he went to close 1 year with the Mets, had a pretty good year. He just retired. Mitch Donaldson, I believe we had. Yep, we did have him early in his career. He ended up retiring. Let's see, who else? Luis Robert, or Robert. I think it's Robert. I think one of you guys tweeted at me on Twitter. I think it's pronounced Robert. Nelson Park. We had him. He had a couple good years, and he never pitched in the bigs after that. I think I unprotected him in a Rule 5 draft to give him a chance to play, if I remember right. Bourne, I think we had him for a long time, and then he went to Boston and then Arizona. Wow, there's some every year. I feel like if we go through this, there's going to be a bunch of names. All right, Archie Bradley's going to make the Hall of Fame. Who else? Victor Robles and Scott Kingery? I could see Victor Robles. Hall of Fame's a lot for him. I think he's a good player. Archie Bradley, those 766 career saves, 5 strikeouts short of 1,000. Maybe you just stick it around and get that 1,000th career strikeout. I don't know. But Hall of Famer Archie Bradley. He's got that Blue Jays logo. It's nice. All right. Exclusive free agents. Kurt Dyer, Adam O'Leary, Richie Lewis, and Vlad. We're going to do the same thing with Vlad. Just a 1-year deal. Kurt Dyer, I'm probably just going to let go. Just unless he wants like a pretty fit. Yeah, we're just going to get the draft pick. Adam O'Leary. One of you guys were mentioning he might be a candidate for the Hall of Fame. He's a career 300 hitter. Does have a bunch of stolen bases at 366, as you can see right there. Unfortunately, I don't know. His WAR is really good. Holy cow, 65 career WAR 65.7. He's been, you guys are right. He has been really good. I definitely want to keep him around. Let's do the player option. Richie Lewis, I'm just gonna let walk. Not gonna bother paying him. So we're going to have to get a new closer. But that's all right. We have so much of a strength in the bullpen. Oh, Darius Taylor got traded to the Dodgers. He was with the Yankees for the longest time. All right. So O'Leary and Vlad signed. What is our budget looking like? We're still doing pretty good. All right. Let's go to here. Let's take a look. So arbitration. Holcomb might be one of the guys who becomes a closer. We'll see. Just give him like a 1-year deal. Only 3.3, nice. It's pretty cheap. Obviously, from arbitration, just so we don't lose him. Vinny Knowles is an 87 overall now? How is he an 87 overall when his highest attribute's an 88? That's like mutt ratings. And he's not like he's super happy. In fact, he wants to be a star. I will just I think we're going to trade him. Maybe we can use him to get somebody. Damn, I didn't realize he got that good. He was always been on the bench, but he hasn't really done much. Mitch Matson, I might move him. He did really bad in the playoffs. And we have so many other guys. Yeah, he wants $10 million. I'll give it to him knowing that we're going to trade him. Actually, you know what? I'm going to take him to arbitration. Well, I just realized I gave him like the lowest number. He doesn't even want to be a part of this team. He's upset. I'm just going to offer him arbitration, then we'll trade him. Guzman at catcher I thought was fine. So let's get him like a 1-year deal. Only 4.5. That's good. Gonna be more like 4.8. Stuart Warner, definitely want to keep him around. He should be pretty cheap. Yeah, 3.6. Probably the last year for him. Offer him arbitration as well, just in case he declines the offer. Julio is our backup catcher. Is a very good option. Did he hit 12 home runs last year? He did in only 333 at-bats. That's pretty good. It's really good, actually, especially for a catcher. Offer him arbitration. And Villalobos and right. Great power. How much is he going to cost? 2.9 for 2 years? That is super cheap. Will I use him? I don't know. I don't know yet. But, I mean, for that deal, that amount of power, it's hard to find. So, let's go to tender contracts. Schroeder, another prospect pitcher. Richard Zhao, another shortstop. And none of these are really big-name prospects. So let me just go and sign all the players who are big-time players for us. Let me just sign these guys, and then we will move forward and figure out what to do with this lineup. Okay, those offers were made. Now, we can lose a good amount of players in the Rule 5 draft, so let's take care of that. So Moda is not. Schroeder is eligible for the Rule 5 draft. I'm going to go kind of nuts. Look at all these starters we have. I'm going to go nuts this offseason. There's going to be some. I'm going to try to go nuts at least. I'm going to try to do a pretty big roster overhaul, especially I feel like on the offense. Maybe even trading a pitcher or two, knowing that we have so much depth in the system for it. I don't know. I want to go kind of crazy. Running out of room on the 40-man, though. Okay, let's see. Those are all fine. Third base. He is eligible. Chu is probably not. Okay, this is what I'm thinking. Are these guys eligible? No, and he is, but if he's only a 68 overall, if he got taken, whatever. I think we're fine. So we could lose. Yeah, there's some pitchers, but that's fine. All right. So let's see what happens in free agency. Kurt Dyer's a Cardinal, so he's in the National League, and we got a draft pick. But mostly the big thing was we saved money. Tata goes to the Rockies. Let's see other names that we're familiar with. Abreu, I feel like we might have. Wow, 8.03 ERA last year, and he got a 5-year, $38 million deal. Jesus. What a terrible. Well, I saw Raylan Herring and Rick Bell. Okay, so these Rick Bell left the Yankees. Casilla, we had him. He's going 4-year, $101 million deal to the Angels. Juarez, we had him. I think maybe no. Maybe I'm thinking of the pitcher Juarez. He's going to the Red Sox. The Red Sox also got some Cox and a Diaz. Ramirez, we had him as a prospect, I think. All right, we already did the 40-man. We did arbitration. Guzman, Werner. All right, let's take a look at arbitration. So we're just waiting for Matson, and our budget's it's actually not too bad. So I'm going to do all the moves once the offseason technically ends. So we don't even have a pick list because our Rule 5 is full. And now Larry Keane got taken. He was one of our players, which I didn't protect. But, yeah. Whitney did get taken now. It is. I would like to keep him. We just not from a 40-man, but we have so many shortstops in the system. All right, so they sided with us. Nice. So that makes them a little bit more palatable if we trade them. All right, so let's go to spring training. That way, I know all the players are signed because our budget, we're at $119 million. Look at this: Ulysses, Aviles, and Schmoll are all free agents. I think Ulysses may not be the worst trade partner, knowing that we have so many good options in the system. So let's take a look. Like I said, starters, we got Bartolo, Boggs, Ulysses, Stallings. Holbert needs to play, I think. And Warner's going to continue to pitch because he's always great. Moda's another really good guy. Matson, I think, will trade. Stallings did well. I mean, our pitching did so well last year. Lineup, this is our catcher. I think Guzman's fine. We need a DH and maybe a first baseman. I don't know if Aviles is great anymore. We'll see. Schmoll's fine at second. Valentine at third, I don't know. We'll see. Skelton at short, I think is fine. Outfield, we got O'Leary, who's good. Cruz, I still like, and then maybe another outfielder. So definitely want to get a DH or first baseman, maybe a third baseman, and maybe an outfielder. So let's go take a look at let's go make trades. So let's do first base first. Oh, James Clevenger looks really good. Now last year he had 327 home runs. He has a good amount of value. Let's keep looking. He's only $700,000, so he's very cheap. Sykes. Oh, he looks good. He's $7 million. Is he $6.3 million better? Cleveland Terrell, we obviously know him, but he's $10 million. Trujillo, I think we tried to get him at one point. Zambrano, yeah, he's a big time hitter. 343 average. I would love it. He's only 2. Let's get him. Matson has so much value. So let's see. Do they have like an outfielder as well? They don't. So okay, Matson, we obviously are gonna wait. But we have so many guys here. Look, Matson gets the deal done. Perfect. So the thing with Zambrano, he hit 343 last year. He got on base. He doesn't have the best fielding, but he does have good durability, so he can play first base every day. Now, I could use Aviles as our DH, but let's keep looking. And we'll keep looking at first baseman. Maybe find a guy who doesn't have the best. Oh. He hit 292 with 30 home runs, but the year before they hit 237. That's kind of like the outlier. But we can find a guy who maybe doesn't have the best durability, knowing that he can just be our DH. Pruitt, he's a good player. I'm looking at first baseman because usually you can find really good bats at first. Now he's an elite fielder, Tom Nielsen, excuse me. I think we'll get Clevenger and he can be our DH. So we will end up moving Aviles. Vinny Knowles will do that. That pretty much does it straight up. And actually, they have a good second baseman, but Knowles can also play short, and they have an okay short. So let's do that. Boom. So now we're going to move Aviles in a trade for, we can spend some money to get a third baseman. So let's see what's out there. I liked Valentine, and maybe he'll turn into something, but he hasn't yet. Gaylord Uribe. What a name. He looks good. Pedro Mendez. I'll keep looking at that, but I would like to maybe find a little bit more power. Nelson Monroe, we had him in the system. Miles Castillo. Pretty good. BJ Johnson. Andreas Sierra. Oh, there's some power there. He hit 39 home runs last year. So they want a little bit more. I might just include Valentine in the deal. Perfect. Because our backup, we got Mark Hernandez, and Vlad will probably still be on the bench as a backup. So we'll just do that. We get Steve Bullock. And the thing with him, great durability. Not the best fielding, but he has a good arm. And he should hit, I'm thinking 30 to 40 home runs, which we need. So that's taken care of. Now, so we got first base. Voorhees we also have. Who can be... let's see. So we got Zambrano as our first baseman, Clevenger as our DH, Schmoll at second, Bullock at third, Skelton at short. So we have O'Leary, Cruz, and I kind of want to maybe find another outfielder instead of Villalobos. Maybe you can find what is our budget looking like? Still got some money to play with, and then we could also, like I said, we could trade like Ulysses, who's in the final year of his deal, as he has a ton of value. So let's just see. Let's do a little player search. Let's find min overall of 90 and see what's out there. Rod Jones. You guys said that was a stupid trade. He's turned into a stud. Andy Hall, we know about him. Dennis Guevara. Oh, wow. Okay, I'll get him. Streeter, I don't think the Reds... They just got him as a free agent. Valdez, our former closer. Carmine. 331 with 38 home runs last year with the Nationals. I think the guy to get is he's a 99 overall. His budget is he's expensive, but let's go make a trade so we can get this to work. We can't get the money to work. All right, we can get him. So Ulysses, who I like, but we have other options we can work with. Holbert, I think, is ready. Matson gets the deal. Does Matson get the deal done? Oh, no. So we'll do those two. Boom. We now we got a 99 overall in Guevara, who can field. He's a star. So let's get him. So now, let's take a look. Yeah, our budget's negative, but barely. So I'm going to give Holbert a chance. I'm trying to think of anything else we need to do. You know what? While we're doing that, let's just take a look at these high overalls and just kind of go nuts. I'm just thinking like the Yankees aren't going to make a trade with us. Casto, you're 7 of 8 of a contract. I don't think we can pay him that much. Aldo Ochoa, Ryan Hensley. Did we have? I don't think we had Barney. I think that's fine. All right, so let's go to the regular season. Let's build this team. So let's Moda's gonna be the long man, and I need to call up Warner. Like, why is Warner in the minors? The guy's a star. And we'll send down Castillo. Wait, he's a lefty. Paquette's a lefty. But he's the worst overall. I'm going to send him down. We still got one lefty. All right, so Warner is a number 5. And Sherwood as a closer. Yeah, he pitched well last year. We'll use him there. Got a really good bullpen. All right, so let's take a look at the lineup. Clevenger, we got to call him up. So we have one too many players. Got to call it Vlad. So I'm going to send Hernandez down. We have 3 shortstops. I'm going to send down. They each play the same positions. 99 fielding on Gallagher. We're going to send down. Wait, he has options. Neither of them have options. Okay, then. Well, I'm going to hope they pass. I'm going to send down the lower overall. And I'm going to, send down the lower potential. Because if he gets claimed, it's not as bad. I don't think they will, but I don't know. All right. So now let's build the lineup. So, O'Leary leading off? Let's give that a chance. I mean, he did hit. He gets on base. Now, batting second. Hang on. Clevenger's going to be the DH. O'Leary's in for Villalobos. And then we got... let's see. So, Clevenger, I think, will bat second, maybe? Well, he doesn't get on base. No, Zambrano's going to bat second. He gets on base. And then we got... Probably go with... Oh, this line's completely different. Go with Guevara, Bullock. Schmoll's going to be batting near the bottom. Which is crazy. Actually, he'll bat 5th. He's not a big power guy. He's not your typical number 5 hitter, but he hits well. Zambrano has, like, no power, so him batting second when he gets on base. O'Leary, yeah, let's do that. Not a lot of power in the bottom of the order. Now, Clevenger has some power, and we may move him up if he does better. But I think Schmoll's just such a great hitter. I think it makes sense for him to play higher in the lineup. All right, so Zambrano will bat second. Guevara, Bullock. There we go. All right. Zambrano. Clevenger. Clevenger will be the DH. Cruz in for Villalobos. Bullock is in at third. And was Guzman batting next? Yep. All right. And last to do these. Boom, boom, boom. Let's put these here. Villalobos out. Cruz in. Actually, versus lefties, I might put Villalobos. I'm going to put Villalobos in versus lefties. He has 97 power versus lefties, and Cruz struggles versus lefties. So let's do that, actually. That actually makes a lot of sense. All right, so there's the team. We're now the number one. Look at that. Other than speed, we're first in everything. Yankees are second. Orioles are 21st. Red Sox are 10th. And the Rays are 30th. Top prospects. Page got called up. We have Mota, who's in the big. Schroeder, Lopez, Christensen. So a bunch of prospects. Villalobos. A different Villalobos. He's a pitcher. So yeah, that's nice. Yeah, that's going to be it for the video, guys. I hope you did enjoy it. Next episode, we'll do the regular season, see how we do, see how Holbert does as a rookie. I'm excited to see. And yeah, this lineup has completely changed, but I think it's going to be really good. We'll see, guys. Take it easy. Peace.